come across who obviously like fit your standards and everything like that, and you know he already got a girl, but he's interested in poly, but they've been together for like you said, like 10 years already. Like, would you fuck with it? Like, would you do it?
See, the thing is that I don't fit as a second wife. Like, no, here's why. Let me tell you why. Because I'm too great of a woman. Like, it would be problems just because I would become his favorite. Like, I'm gonna be my man's favorite.
Everybody.
No. Listen, but I'm just telling you the truth. You know, this is why I fit more as number one than number two. But I can work with number two, but number one would never work with me because I am naturally a man's favorite thing.
Yeah, that's
that's good, man. She got real confidence in herself, bro.
Yeah, I am a favorite. Like, that's my thing. Like, I'm telling you, like, Yanni, like that was my job before I ever switched occupations. I taught women what men want. I know what a man wants.
I respect it.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's natural. I mean, my mouth I'm not perfect, y'all. I'm still a brat too. Like, I'm still Eve. You know, my mouth gets spicy. Like, I don't like, my dude to tell anybody, he only need another woman just to shut the fuck up. Like, that's the only thing he say I'm not good at, is shutting up. Because that's the Eve gene. Black women do not know how to shut up. That's why I can keep it real with women when I say we don't know how to shut the fuck up. That's just keeping it real, because I know we don't know how to shut the fuck up, because I don't know how to shut the fuck up.
But men be liking that shit, though. Men don't like a woman that just shuts the fuck up. Because if you just shut the fuck up, that means that you don't care.
It's the level to the shut the fuck up. You know, at some point we got to shut the fuck up. Like, you know, they can take it for a while, but then, like, is it now becoming abusive? Because, see, that be the problem. Like, a lot of women, you know, they beat a dead dog, and it's like, come on now, what time are you going to stop now? What, you going to keep going, or eventually are you going to give up? And, you know, but at the point where he says, I'm tired of hearing that shit, it's the end, then that should really be the end of it. But then there's some women that still keep going past that point, you know, because men know we're emotional. Like, yes, they're going to hear our mouth about something, like, you know, it just is what it is. But it's just like how women say that men don't like strong women. That's a false, you know, thing too. Men don't mind strong women. Men just don't like women that use their strength on them. And a lot of women, they use their strength on their man. That's what real men don't go for. So men don't mind that we're strong. Men don't mind that we're opinionated. Men don't even mind the spiciness of our mouths. But if you sit over here and you so mad, you calling him bitch ass niggas and fuck niggas and all this different type of niggas, what? Bitch, what type of weird ass bitch is you?
That makes
a man who settle for that is weird. You know, I mean, through all my shit talking, whatever, I'm not gonna disrespect my man's character.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead, Yanni. Renee.
How do you feel about emotional men? Like, do you think men are supposed to show emotions? Like, I don't know. Like, how do you feel about men who show emotions, like, a lot?
It really depends on the situation, because it's not real to sit over here and say that men shouldn't have emotions. They all have emotions now. You know, it's not fit to be an emotional man where you always like crying and all of that, because even the children, you know, if the children are showing too much emotion, they do push-ups. Like, what is up with you? Tighten up.
Wait, what?
Yes. Push-ups. Get that shit up off your chest.
Yeah,
we ain't even talking about that. I got a 12-year-old that'll bust down 100 push-ups in no time. Like,
I know you.
What?
Hey, I thought I'm the only thought like that. That's what I do with my son. Like because he play football, when he get to acting crazy and stuff, I say, all right, give me 20 push-ups.
Do them. Bust them out. And now if you did that too easy, give me 20 more. Because what is he talking about? Get that off your chest. You sit up here mad.
It's going to wear him out.
Yeah.
Eventually it's going to wear them out. And they're going to get sore. Yeah. It's going to wear them out.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So you'll learn how to start taking that, that aggression somewhere else. It's just like you'll sit over here and do that because it's some men that's emotional that that's where these niggas with these guns and, fighting all the time. And that's where that come from. You'll learn how to not let people just knock you off your square and just different things like that, So it does matter. My 2-year-old, my 2-year-old he has my attitude. Oh my goodness. He has my attitude so bad. So he'll sit over here and he like get to doing it and we're like, hey, relax, breathe. Come breathe. Exactly. And then even he do push-ups. Folks don't be playing around here, man. Yes, give me some push-ups. My 2-year-old. The 2-year-old do push-ups. When people first saw him doing push-ups, they was like, it ain't no way y'all got this boy over here doing push-ups. Yes. Do them, bust them out. Let's get it. So now we're building warriors. Like, we not building them bitch ass niggas that's running around in these streets.
I want to ask you a question about
what happened. Swords. They play with bow and arrows. You get me? Like, this what we doing? Like, we're not doing that. Like, we're not doing that.
I definitely respect it. Like, one thing about me is I don't judge anybody's parenting skills. Like, if you feel like that's best fit for your child, then I'm definitely like here for it. As long as it's not like, abuse or whatever the case may be. But
listen,
I want to ask you a question.
People say that are abusive don't even be abusive.
Oh, I'm not gonna say that.
That shit don't be abusive. Cause the way I used to get my ass whooped. My mama would come to the school and beat my ass at school, and then I go back to class. Aww. Somebody today would say that is child abuse.
That's not good.
That's not child abuse. Guess what? I was fucking up. I deserved my ass whooped. I never got my ass whooped for no reason. Anytime I got my ass whooped, I deserved it.
But what she was going to the school to whoop your ass for?
Because I was cutting the fuck up at school. So let me humble your ass right here. What are you talking about? My people just knew that my mama didn't play that shit.
Damn. That's embarrassing.
They make jokes like, "Ooh, your mama whooped your ass." Cause guess what? That's when everybody was getting their ass whooped. So it wasn't no surprise that my mama just came up here and whooped my motherfucking ass, nigga.
We can go back.
I know the new generation.
But I thank my mother today that she did that, because guess what? Because she did that, I'm not no fuck nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You see how that raised character in a child? Like, the discipline on me. Like, stop playing with me. Children that's not getting their ass whooped, they need their ass whooped. Because those are children that's out of control. People have sit over here and they have threatened us so bad that now people are scared to discipline their children.
You're right.
But guess what? Now children are out of control because parents cannot discipline them. They should have never made it where we can't discipline our children. And then you got these motherfuckers running around here bad as hell today. We can't tell them anything. Well, not we, but I'm speaking on as a whole, because I choke the fuck out of mine. She do something stupid. I'll slam her on some wrestling shit. What is you talking about? Stop playing with me. And guess what? She come and she apologized. She apologizes because she knows she fucked up.
You're right, though.
Because that's not abuse. If you did something to deserve your ass whoop, that's not abuse. Abuse is them people who did nothing, and their parents are just bullying them and picking on them and just beating on them because they mad, because they drunk, because they high, because they mad at their man. You get me? Like, that's abuse. But when you do something you shouldn't have done, it's no way you can say that you're being abused. You're not being abused. You're being reprimanded. You're being chastised. Wall Street.
I agree.
There's a difference.
But Queen, let me ask you something.
Empress, what's up?
I like asking you questions. But how did you feel about the last live that I was on and that couple came on that whatever case may be?
You like, owe her an apology. That's how I feel. Wall Street, thank you so much. You do owe her an apology.
First of all, let me tell you something. I'm grown, and I feel like.
And you're not humble. I'll say that for the record.
I'm not.
You're not humble at all.
How am I not humble?
Just because you're grown don't mean that you're so old that you can't take advice from your elder. You might be grown, but that woman is older than you, so she does deserve respect.
But why do people feel like that though? Like, don't get me wrong, I definitely do respect my elders, and I feel like, you know, at the end of the day, you know, if it wasn't for them, it would be no me. Even if we wasn't blood, like, you know what I'm saying? I still feel like y'all paved the way for me. So I definitely do respect my elders, but at the same time, I feel like being that I am of age, I'm never just going to bow down to somebody, even, you know, like, no. Like, if I feel like...
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I say you're not humble, because people, and this is why I'm telling you, no matter what, we have to respect our elders, even if they're wrong. Like, I mean, not saying you could have just deaded the conversation. You could, because if I see, if an elder woman is wilding and I'm finna come out of character, I just be like, you got it, auntie.
But it's not that
I'm not even going back and forth with you, because guess what? Because I just respect my elders enough. You know, and it took growing to get to that point, because I'm telling you, like, I used to be like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. I remember I was in grade school. I was in 9th grade. I beat this grown-ass lady ass, and it was just so crazy. God. But listen, it was for a good reason, but still at the end of the day, like, I shouldn't have beat that old age. I shouldn't have did her like that. You know, but, it's just like, now that I know better, I'll be like, I wouldn't do that shit today. If I could go back in time, I probably wouldn't have did that. But, you know, I don't know. I definitely, like, I've changed with my mouth, because, you know, I turned into Baby Jess from Southwest Atlanta real quick, you know. I do, like, you know, that's why, you know, it just be real, you know, folks be sitting over there like, okay, you know what, all right, faux pop, you know, because I turn, you know, so that's why I just be working on not being a nigga no more. That's why I'm not going to argue with nobody. I be like, baby, let me tell you something, I don't even got nothing to prove. I ain't even finna, I'm going to let you have it, because it doesn't even make no sense for me to even go there with you. So it's just like, let me just chill. I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna be grown. I'm gonna let you have it, because it don't do us no well.
I agree.
That's why I just take the humble route and just let people have it. You get me? Because I mean, I know you can't be my ass, and at this point in my life, I don't want to fight you, because I don't want to fight my own people, because for what? You know, that don't even make no sense no more. So it's just like, I'm just not even gonna do it. So it's like, let me just humble myself. You know, I'll be the humble one, since you're not gonna be the humble one. But she wasn't trying to offend you. She just was saying, you know, I tell girls all the time, baby, you still got milk on your breath. You don't know nothing. That's not to say nothing. That's just to tell you that you're still a baby.
But saying that, though, I feel like it makes me feel like all of my opinions are completely invalid, when I know for a fact it's not. Especially
the youth is bugged out.
But I'm saying,
y'all don't know shit, but y'all think y'all know a lot. Y'all do need to be quiet. I have to agree with that.
But I'm saying, though, like, I don't know. I just feel like in
Empress, come up here.
I feel like in certain situations, yes.
Y'all don't know nothing, and y'all won't shut up.
I agree.
Hey, boo. Y'all don't shut up. It's like, y'all need to be quiet, because the youth is the reason that a lot of shit is out of control, because y'all sitting over here fighting for shit that the older people know that we shouldn't be fighting for. Yeah, but y'all should be looking to your elders and like, okay, what I mean, come to us for counsel, come to us for advice, come to us for something. But y'all just like, nah, we're just gonna do this. That's why that whole, I mean, everything, even with the LGBT shit, is out of control. You got girls that don't like dressing like girls, thinking that they fucking gay, when in all actuality they're just tomboys.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I was not a girly girl. I played football. I played basketball. I've always had boys as my friends. I had dolls and stuff like that, and I would play with them at home, but I was in the streets. I played outside. Like, that don't make me no dyke. I didn't turn into a girl until I got older, because I knew, hey, this is what boys like, so let me look like a girl. Let me put on some perfume. Let me paint my nails. That don't make you a dyke or gay. Nowadays, they're telling girls that just because they like to dress like a boy, that they're gender dysphoria and they were supposed to be a boy.
I ain't gonna lie, that definitely does play a part in people's lives. Like, for me and my story, like, when I was like in this fucking second grade, and niggas was calling me a faggot, niggas was calling me a sissy and all that shit, and I didn't even know what the fuck that shit meant. Like, I was like, what y'all talking? Like, I kind of knew what it meant, like, you know, they saying I'm gay or whatever, but, like, they was telling me what I was even before I really had confirmation, for real, for real. So I definitely understand, like, that can play a part in somebody's mind and stuff.
But women be making boys gay, because I remember when I was growing up, it was this boy that used to always play with me and my brother, that my family, like my dad and all of them had said that he was going to be gay, but I didn't know what it was. I was like, he not gay, he just my friend. That nigga gay as fuck today, y'all. That shit crazy. People be seeing it. But he was raised by his grandmama, and that's why it's like, women be making men soft.
Yeah.
Women make men soft as hell. These niggas is bitches because of women. Like, if women would stop being so abusive to the man, like, we really be making these niggas, it be really something real. No, you was a tomboy too, Jappa. That's what I'm saying, girl. We was out in the streets playing with the boys. Like, that's what it was. Like, we wasn't on no dyke or no lesbian shit. I never have liked girls ever in my life. And I think women are beautiful. I think women are beautiful. Like, I think women are beautiful. I think two women look great beside one man. Like, that shit be looking lit. Like, y'all know when y'all be seeing that shit, y'all be like, oh shit, this shit's some hard shit. Especially if it's two badasses. Boy, that shit looks fire. You be like, God damn, that shit lit. So, I mean, that's the only way that a woman ever have a chance with me, is if we got the same man.
Right.
Because that ain't happening. Like, I can't do nothing with no bitch. I'm not sucking on no motherfucking pussy. I'm not doing none of that. I don't want no plastic dildo. I don't want none of that.
We can fuck out it. We
gotta have a man, baby. We gotta have a man there. Like, the man got to be there. That's the party right there. The man is the party. The rest of that shit, all that scissor shit, that shit don't do nothing. That's hunching.
Yeah.
These bitches out here hunching.
When we start feeling
I don't want to do that. No, let's get a man, baby.
When I was younger, I started feeling myself. After my first, I definitely, you know, I had the pillow. I was like, I was thinking about it though. Shit.
That shit, no way. That shit don't do nothing but drive you crazy. That shit drive you crazy. I don't know how folks be doing that shit. Like, no way. Men are the good time, ladies. Like, I'm not knocking you lesbians, but Lord in Christ, you need the man.
I gotta have something long with a heartbeat. For real.
Girl, Lord in Christ. We got to have the man. That's the only way it work out. No way. So, you know, when I just be seeing people that just be like, just lesbian lovers all on their own. It just and those relationships are a lot more violent than heterosexual relationships. Jay, what's up? I see your mic's open, but what you got? Fit for Life, what's up?
Oh, nothing. That's just my echo.
Oh, okay. How you feeling?
I'm good. How are y'all?
I'm fine, even though you don't like me.
Well, I'm sure she has a good reason. What'd you do to her?
I didn't do nothing, so I've been like, you know, chilling and stuff like that. But
What you do, y'all?
It's expected.
Something.
You know, people don't like
the narrative in your head because I said I don't like your community, but as an individual, I don't have a problem with you. I don't know you.
See, y'all,
exactly.
you be taking it to the left, man. It's just the fact that we're not down with the situation, with that kind of environment, you know.
We shouldn't be. What type of weirdness would it be as women if we supported that when you are imitating who we are?
Yeah.
We are being, we aren't, but there is a group that is trying to invalidate women, who are saying that women do not own the blueprint to womanhood. It is no way that real women can support that.
That's the same way men support it. Shoot. So it's not like you don't feel like you're the only one. That's how the same way men feel about studs. You know, coming out with these plastic things, messing around with their women, you know. And
don't even push that narrative.
It's all the same thing. Trans men, like dyke women. That's why I don't just come after trans women. I also rebuke gay black men. Because there are even so many women who don't even want to be a part of polygyny, yet at the same time, we are not mad at trans women and gay black men who are depriving women of a husband.
But I feel like the only way we can deprive is if we really are doing this for malicious reasons. If we are truly being ourselves and we are just trying to live in our life and in our truth, it shouldn't affect
your truth. That's what I'm saying. That's why we got to get rid of that your truth. It is only the truth. It's not a your truth. It's not a my truth. It's not a their truth. It is the truth. And we're supposed to be living for the truth. The truth and the truth only. The truth is that men and women were created, well, really, women were created for men. But we were created for each other to reproduce and multiply.
Yeah.
That's why men and women were created. Anything outside of that, we are not living in the truth.
You said
women should work for men. Well, the Proverbs 31 woman worked for men. What's wrong with working for a man? Women work for men every day, especially white men. What's wrong with a woman working for her man?
That's a fact.
Women go to work every day for some white man. What's wrong with a woman working for a man?
And my man said, I'm finna promote this, baby. I want you to sit behind the desk and I want you to go ahead and push these papers. Make sure
can't wait
I'm finna do it.
That's why I don't understand. People be making themselves sound crazy. You said women should work for men. Women already work for men. What is the point of that?
Yeah,
the problem is that women work for white men and women are not working for black men. Yes, black women should work for black men. What's wrong with that? We need to stop working for white men and work for black men. What's wrong with that?
For real. If black man say, hey, look, I want you to come work for my company, heck yeah, I'm going. And he got his own company, I'm definitely finna work for him.
It's crazy, Queen, because it's like I really be relating to everything that you be saying, like in terms of just like on a logical level, but it's like the only thing that I disagree with is what you be telling me about my own community. Like that's the only thing I just don't I don't understand how you don't understand. Like,
no, I don't understand how you don't understand.
I don't understand how you don't understand. Really,
I'm never gonna understand.
I guess, and I have a question for you, trans goddess. Do you have any nephews or little brothers or anything like that of that sort? So, would you? And I mean, one or two.
Okay, look, y'all. I have
guys.
a PK that I have to pull up on, but I'm gonna keep the room going. I just want y'all to stay here and entertain everybody, so that because y'all keep going. Yanni, make sure you stay here and entertain the room, because I gotta go turn up on somebody real quick.
Can you lock the boxes? Because they be having weird ass people come up.
You say they weird.
Yeah, they be.
Who know how to work the app? Empress, you know how to work the app enough?
You want to admit you want to be as a man? I mean,
look, do you know how to work it, girl?
Boy, if you shoot, I'll put the heads back in the comments. I figured out how to do that.
Yeah, okay. Well, only the weird ones, just kick them.
Yeah, okay, I got you. Definitely.
Like, if they do it, because I definitely don't want, because it might be some people that come up here, but I ain't gonna be going like that, but his shit started at 9:30. Yeah, that's the only one I left open. I ain't opening up the rest of them, but go ahead, my bad, I didn't mean to cut y'all off. Go ahead, finish.
No, it's okay. Because at this point, I only asked about the boys because I feel like a lot of stuff is pushed on the men. So if you see a culture, because I feel like the whole LGBTQ is a whole culture now. So when you see a culture being pushed on your nephew or your little brother, and you know that, you didn't see no symptoms of him being gay and all these things, and then one day they come back and tell you they feel like a girl because their teacher told them that they can, or, it's just so many narratives, and that's not natural. You feeling some type of way and then acting on it, that's one thing, but you putting a narrative in a child's head, a child that consumes everything, I don't know, I think that's wrong. You didn't give that child a chance to find themselves. You just put a narrative in their head because you felt like that was right and you felt that way because you come from a community.
I definitely want, you to continue, like, everything that you got to say, because I don't want you to, cut me off or anything when I start speaking.
No, I'm done. Go ahead.
So, like, don't get me wrong. I am very empathetic when it comes down to people's, like, feelings in terms of, like, their children. Because if I had a child, like, now, since I am living my life as a transgender, like, I definitely don't want my child to be in this life at all. Like, at first, I was like, I wouldn't care if my child is gay. I wouldn't care if my child is trans. Like, why the fuck people care about it that much? But now, since I really live it, and I see how hard it is for people just to respect it and shit like that, I don't want my child to go through this. So I definitely understand. However, like, when I was growing up, I knew I was gay at that time. I was gay, and I didn't know how to feel about it because I would go to school and get bullied. I would come home and don't see any representation on TV, no representation on movies, music, nothing. So it's just like a bunch of just heterosexual activities and shit like that, which is fine, but I just didn't really feel like I feel like it wasn't a space for me to just be like, oh, okay, I can relate to this. This is what I am. Like, I don't know. That shit was just weird to me. Like, so fast forward to now, it's like, I'm glad that they're having representation. I'm glad that people are starting to be educated about it because there are so many people who are dealing with bullying and harassment, dealing with fucking suicide attempts and stuff. So it's really, really hard. Like, y'all would never understand how that shit feels,
Y'all need to see a lot of people are going suicidal because they are not being accepted. Y'all are not really going to be accepted. Y'all really have to understand that. So when they're promoting this, there's going to be a lot more percentage of people that are going to, really like be against this. They're going to be against it. So that you have to take it. No one's going to understand because that's not how the world began. That's not how things begin. I can understand. You are a beautiful person, which personality wise, it's not accepted. So are you going to be able to accept that people are not going to accept you?
But that's the thing about it, though. Like, and this will all due respect to everybody, but I don't need acceptance. Like, when I think about the word acceptance, I think about like getting accepted into a college, getting accepted, into a job for a position. Like, I don't like y'all are not better than me. The world is not better than the people of the world is not better than me. So I don't seek acceptance, but I do seek respect because I feel like I be giving people respect and they don't be reciprocating that same energy. So I think that's what y'all kind of don't be realizing. It's not about that. It's just about like, hey, I might not understand you, but I still respect you as a human being type shit. That's all. But I feel like just how. Oh, can I say one last thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, just like how, and I understand y'all might not think it's the same thing because it's race and gender and all of that shit. But just like how Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks and all of these great people we had, back in the day who fought for us to have freedom as black people, I feel like that's the same exact thing that I'm doing now for trans people. I feel like I have to stand for something. Like, I can't just be pussy.
Stand for your people.
Right. I can't be pussy. So I'm gonna stand up for my for my people. That's just what
I'm talking about black people, baby. I'm not talking about that. But I'm saying that's one thing you stand. That's one thing. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Jay.
No, my bad. I guess that's the only thing with, and like I said, the community, because as individuals, like I said, I don't really have a problem with no homosexual person. But I don't know. Like, one thing, we can't choose to be black. That's one thing. I've heard it be, referred to women who can't have children. Those aren't choices. Those are situations that you were put in, or those were powers, because I feel like being black is a power. So either way, those are things that you didn't have a choice. You didn't have a thing in. And I don't believe some people have a choice in being gay, but you do have a choice in. Some people, I can look at them and know they're from the LGBT community, or when they talk to me, I know they're from the LGBT community because they try to mimic my voice, or they put on a dress, and all these things. So it's like, at that point, there is a big difference, because not to say you guys made yourself a target, but when you do go get that surgery and when you do go do certain things, you kind of do put a target on your back, because now you did make a choice, a conscious choice.
Right.
Well, I feel like, and I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna be completely fair. I feel like when it comes down to being transgender, it's not a choice, but when it comes down to being a transsexual, it's a choice. And what I mean by that is, because I don't know if y'all know the difference, but transgender is an identity. It's because of gender dysphoria. We automatically go into the trans umbrella. But when we become transsexuals, that's when we take hormones, and that's when we take do surgeries and shit like that. That's what a transsexual is. So yes, it is a choice that I made to do hormones and surgery, but as far as being transgender, that definitely was not a choice at all.
Well, yeah, and correct me, I didn't know the term, so thank you for telling me. But if that's the case, we've had transgender since the beginning of time. I was a tomboy when I was younger. I didn't feel like a girl. Used to date girls, all the shit. It was a choice for me to date men. you know? So at that point, we've had them forever. Boys who are flamboyant. But they didn't go to the extent where it's like, I'm going to... And we had drags. But even then, they know that they were making a conscious choice as a adult. Or as, you know, whatever, a conscious person. This is what I am doing. But most of them, they went out in the night. And they had their shows in the night because they knew during normal society, I do have to participate as a normal person in society if I want to have a normal life.
But do you